Here I am.
Oh, really?
On the way with the King's Eagles group from church. We're headed to Mount Lassen Volcanic Park. Yes, that's awesome. It's beautiful scenery. I'll turn this around and ooh, wow! Look at those cow bull thingies. I don't know what they're called, but I just wanted to check in and tell you what my adventure's going to be for today. Okay, see you in a little bit. Whoa, here we are. I love these redwoods. I don't know. Let's see if you can see. You can. Sorry if it's a little fast, but we're driving. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit of the area. It's really beautiful and bright out. I'm trying to. So you can see. There we go. Maybe that's better. That one's better. Nope, not really. Sorry, you're moving fast here.
No, really.
Okay, I'll try a little bit later as we get closer.
They're painted black, and when they are heated up with the sun,
I'm talking about the bathrooms that have chimneys.
And the only way that air can get in there is from the vault down below. So the opening the toilet you're sitting on and out through the chimney. So that keeps that's why they call them sweet smelling toilets.
This t-shirt has like the New Mexico
you don't have all that
symbol on it.
And when I say we, there's a foundation called the Lassen Park Foundation, and it's a not-for-profit that supports the park in a variety of ways. For example, if you've been to the south entrance, there's a new visitor center down there that we help fund that. You may have heard that the trail to the top of the mountain has been redone. It took about $1 million. We raised the money for that. And then a couple years ago, we decided to build this kids camp. And a little background, the Lassen Park Foundation has been around since the 1980s, so not that long, about 40 years. And one of the major things that we looked at doing when we first founded the foundation was trying to get more kids in the woods. And so, as you probably all know, you probably know kids that have never been camping. And there's a vast, huge number of them. And we thought that one of the things that we could do for society to help out in our little way is to figure out a way to help some kids get up here. So we started rounding up money every year, and we put together a little grant program that we were funding. And I've been the chairman of youth for probably about 20 years. And so I saw the evaluations every year. And one of the major complaints we had, and it was hardly a complaint, it was just a little comment, that I saw it, 150 or 200 times over the years. The only problem with going camping is got those meat bees. And so I started thinking about it, and I talked about with my fellow board members, and I said, we've done a really good thing of providing scholarships for kids to come up and go camping, and yet we have relied on both park personnel for the educational component, and then we also require that they come up with adults, and they have to come up with tents, and we provide money, like the average group, we provide between $1,000 and $2,000 for them to come up. And usually the group sizes are anywhere from 15 to 80. This camp can hold 80. And so we continue to do that. And then a few years ago, as I mentioned, I started talking to the board members, and I said, why don't we build a permanent camp and solve that meat bee problem? And they said, do you want to build a camp just to solve meat bees? And I said, well, not just that. We'll have a nicer place for them to go. They're trying to scrounge tents to get together, and so we can put up some permanent tents. And we will have a special place that they won't be bothered, and we'll put in some showers and a few things like that. And they said, well, you know, you're probably talking about $500,000 just for that. And I said, well, you know, I don't know. Let's talk to the Park Service and see if they're interested. And so 3 years ago, we started talking about it, and the Park Service said, well, you know, we'll have our architects in the Park Service architects are in Denver. We'll have them lay something out. And I thought, oh my God, this is going to cost more than I thought of. And so they came back with a plan, and we put it out to bid, and it was about $800,000. Each of the tent cabins has a name, but it's a name like a pine tree or an animal. And then up in the upper right-hand corner, it has the name of the family that funded that. So the Park Service gave in a little bit, and we'll walk over to the sign that's when you come in here, and I'll show you some of the people that donated money to it. I'd like us to walk over. I want to show you the showers. No, we start in March of every year, and this year we gave 47 scholarships, and I think it's, we gave $63,000 to kids to come camping. So this is a cute little log structure here. Well, it's not log, it's concrete.
It's
What is it?
It's what, Bob?
Concrete.
Concrete.
Oh, wow. It looks like log.
So you go up to it, it's hard to even tell that it's not concrete.
I'm going to squeeze by you here. Sorry.
The only challenge here is that I could have gotten a lot cheaper shower room, but this one was brought in on the back of a truck.
Yeah.
And
Isn't that weird?
it cost $126,000 for 4 shower rooms. But
Oh, wow.
they're beautiful,
They're huge.
and the kids love them.
Even the handicap, look at even that could go in like a wheelchair, you know.
I mean, that's got to be wood.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So
Yep, you see the cracks just like if it was
this has really
wood.
worked out good. We
This
can
is
keep
way
groups here
awesome.
more than a couple days, because that was one of the problems we had. The kids got kind of stinky after a couple days.
Yeah.
And so now we have some groups that are up there for 4 or 5 days at a time.
And there's no change thingies, you know, like some of the showers when we're camping people, you got to put a quarter, or inside you got to put a quarter.
Well, if we had to put a quarter in, we'd be giving them the quarter.
Right. Because you know how some of them have those.
So anyway, this is a big hit, and I bring people here to this first because it's one of those things I'm most proud of. So,
That's awesome. It's beautiful here. Look at these trees. What's the difference between a squirrel and a chipmunk?
A group will get 1 pavilion and 5 tent cabins, or a group can take both pavilions and all 10 tent cabins if they're more than 40 people. So we have a little fire pit area down here right next to this pavilion, and again, we're not trying to make a luxury experience.
Oh yeah, you could eat in peace. Oh wow!
As I said, we went through the process of
Look at that. Even got
what
propane
kids
things.
and their groups wanted. Cooking was a major component. They were bringing Coleman stoves up, and so we thought, well, we need to move them into gas. There was a problem
there's
with
a
water.
sink.
We said we couldn't get to the point of having hot water in the pavilions because there's state regulations about what becomes then an eating facility, and the rules get so crazy in California that one of the rules is if we had hot water, it was problematic. So they get cold water. but they have their one of the things we do pay for every year is we pay for a park ranger to cover the educational component of having kids up here. So they do all of their kind of book learning in each of these pavilions, and then of course they eat here, and in the evening they have the night program, and then of course we have the campfire ring and that sort of stuff for them down there. And so this is as you can see, great construction. The logs are massive. It looks like it belongs in the park. The Park Service is so happy with us about this. They say you've done everything. The only point that contention we still have with them is they keep beating up on me about the rock siding. And they eventually had one of the park employees do that one. I think
It's like a fire pit down there.
And,
How beautiful it is here.
like the bare concrete
And the weather feels awesome.
The wood that Sierra Pacific donated was not the log structures. We had to buy those. They were $118,000 for the kit. And Sierra Pacific provided all the tongue and groove that's in here, as well as all the wood for the tent cabins for the decks on those.
But this is real wood. It's not the cement wood.
Oh yeah, no concrete. But
No,
you get to
or
see
concrete.
cracks and you get to see real cracks. Real cracks in them. But these sorts of log structures are pretty much set up to last, virtually for a long, long time. And like for example, the picnic tables, those are like $800 a piece. This is kind of in the banana belt of the park right now, and so it only gets about 15 or 20 feet of snow sometimes, and so
Oh wow!
these have to be
Only
built pretty well. In Manatee Lake Campground, all the picnic tables are concrete. They're made by that company down in Anderson. I can't remember that company's name. But anyway, they're concrete and they're about this thick. They have to put the tables on end in the wintertime because the snow will actually bend the concrete.
Oh wow!
I know it's hard to believe concrete bending, but if you go, there's some tables in the park right now that have this natural bend in them because I didn't put them up on end.
Oh my goodness!
So it's a big challenge, and everything like I can't tell you how many yards of concrete are just in the footings on this building here, and I mean you look at the footings on the tent cabins, that's enough to build a house on, But again, each of those platforms will support 20 feet of snow.
Wow. Where do you store the tents?
We had to buy not that I don't like the Park Service, but they said, well, yeah, keep your stuff separate from our stuff. And I said, okay, we're going to buy a container. You just give us a place to store it. So we bought a container for $3,000, and they park it over at the maintenance site.
These are so cool.
Well, someone stay here, but
Uh-oh.
we'll go ahead and I'll zip it open.
Where are they?
They're probably out.
Wow! Look
But
at that.
you can see we bought little bunks that,
Little kids.
specifically for the kids, and they have a place to put their stuff on the end of them.
Those are cool. I want one of those for when my granddaughters come stay.
Yeah, matter of fact, I noticed that Costco had these on sale this summer, and
What
we
are
ended
they
up
called?
paying about
Camo
$250 for a
cots.
set of bunks.
Oh, neat.
But,
Sorry, I'll move out of the way.
They're just great for kids because it's not that hard for a kid to climb up in the upper.
Right. They're shorter than like bump
Yeah,
beds.
they're regular shorter than bunk beds.
So littler
And they
guys
have a
can.
little area they can keep all their possessions in, so you don't see clothes all over.
Oh, you can open it. You have to be short.
Hey, Bob.
Bob, how old are the kids?
Pardon me?
How old are the kids?
The youngest that we advise them is that they shouldn't be less than third grade.
Right.
And although, some of the families that come up and help chaperone, they'll bring their own kids sometimes. They might be a little younger than that. Everyone see that? So these trails had to be put in, and they had to be under a certain, grade. And so just the amount of gravel here, there's close to $25,000 worth of gravel just for this project, because it's so hard to get gravel up here. It's an hour trip. And so you have things like that. And like I told you, Gary was pretty cooperative. The Park Service provided all these timbers, to use.
Volcanic Adventure Camp. Also donors. Wow.
So the nice thing is that the Park Service and also the foundation gave me a lot of leeway to wrangle around, and so I really appreciated that. The money raising for the scholarship program as well as other stuff we do.
Like what kind of kids are eligible?
Believe it or not, there's all sorts. There's Boy Scouts. We even try to make an effort at-risk kids, like we do boys clubs and girls clubs, which often are at-risk kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been up here a couple times when we have the Chico, Oroville, Marysville boys clubs that come up every year. And I met with them, and one of the boys just told this heartening story about how he was in a gang. He was in a Mexican gang down in Oroville. And he says, with the help of what I found out in the woods up here, I was able to beat that. And and so I know that we change kids' lives, and that's what we continue to do. And many of the groups we have come back year after year.
Yeah.
We actually encourage that. We don't say if you get a grant once, you're done. And we try to accommodate them the best we can. We fund all sorts of weird stuff for them. Like, we have a couple groups we have to pay for some of the adult supervision that comes with them, and we pay for gas. We paid for renting a bus one time. We'll come up. We have virtually no rules. Like, I'm not like the state of California. They give me a good reason why they need the money for something, and if it's something weird, like we had one group that we don't have sleeping bags, and they said, okay, don't get the cheapest ones. Go to Walmart, and for about $22, you can get one that goes down to 30 degrees. And so I think we bought 25 sleeping bags at Walmart, and so. And they said, well, do you want them back? Nope, you just keep them. The kids will have their own sleeping bag. If you have any group, I'll connect you with our executive director. And I'm pretty proud of that. Usually I get a pretty good idea in March how many groups we have. And I try to never turn any group down. If it's a group that they just don't fit, I try to get them to not even apply, because I'd said, we can't do that. But if they meet our criteria and they apply, I'll go find the money for them. We don't. It's not like we'll only take half of the groups we find. We try to.
Does your foundation schedule it or the Park Service?
No, our foundation schedules.
Okay, so we're headed to lunch. We're gonna go to the Manzanita Lake area. I'm trying to see if you can see the dot. Okay. We've had a nice little tour. Now we're headed to have lunch. Okay, we're here in the parking lot. They're trying to find some tables where we could all kind of sit together, This is going to be nice. Nice little beautiful area. It's a little bit sunny, not as cold as over there. And there's a lake. Oh, I'll have to let you see in a sec. Okay. God, it's beautiful here. I don't think I've ever been here before. I brought the kids here, but I will be bringing them. Ooh, it's beautiful. And I'm very hungry. Yep, there's duckies. Okay, time to eat. The lake is beautiful.
Nice.
Presentation.
Look at the food. Lots of chips.
Well, I'm gonna pull one out. So.
What's
Russ is Lassen. It's Russ.
Yeah, it's Russ.
Okay, we're headed back home. Okay, we're headed back home. We've had a beautiful, nice little lunch. We're leaving the Manzanita Lake area. We'll have to come back on a different day and visit. Bring my kids. They love it. The lake is beautiful. Nice fellowship and enjoying my trip. I'm so glad I came for the morning with my Kings Eagles group church. Risen King. Okay, see you later. I'll be back in a little bit when we get back to church. Okay, made it back. I'm in my car. Made it back to church. I'm just gonna end this video saying ta-ta and God bless, and I hope you have enjoyed my little trip with the King's Eagles here from church, here at Risen King in Redding, California. It's an amazing church, amazing people, and today was awesome up in Mount Lassen Volcanic National Park. I make sure, like always, I will down below in my description, I will post the websites of where I went, and of course I hope you enjoyed all the different pictures. The scenery was just beautiful. The weather is beautiful. You can watch the video and you still won't see the beauty of the creations that our God has made for us to be around and surround ourselves with, as much as if you were here. So please, I will come visit, or not come because I'm not there no more, but go visit the volcanic park if you live in the area, or make a special trip over here. That'll be awesome. Okay, God bless and ta-ta.